miss you all over and over and again. What's up, boys? How are we? Bilal's good eyes, the first one off the bat. Good to see you, mate. What's up, dude? What's up, Moody Wizard? How are you, brother? And enough of the intro and we chill. Happy Saturday, boys. How is everybody? That's the right version. I've been singing it all morning. Mrs. fucking hates it. That's when you know the song is good. When your missus is around the house begging you to fucking shut up, that's when you know you're on to a winner. What's up, Chris? How are you, dude? What's up, Tracy? Vertical Streams make you? Are you not already set to that by default? I thought you were, mate. You seem like the type. How is everybody on this glorious Friday Arvo in America, Saturday morning here in Australia? What is good? It absolutely slaps. It does absolutely slap indeed. It's been stuck in my head for 24/7. Why has this song been stuck in the chat's head? What meme on the internet am I missing today? What am I missing today? You seem like the type. How dare you? I mean, does TY not seem like the type, Christian Grey? He absolutely seems like the type. I slammed my knuckle into the fucking car door. Right on the knuckle, and now it's all bruised and shit. That's alright. All good. I'll just say I, cracked someone at the fucking bar. That's what happened to my knuckle. What's up, Miguel? Good to see you, dude. How are you, brother? I hope you're well. How are you enjoying your Friday Arvo over in San Diego? You are now. Yeah, he does, but I'll get offended for him. He'd be fine. What's up, Paul James? Do you believe in God? Yeah. I think you kind of have to at this point, right? I hope Armin Helwani puts a masterclass on this weight bully decision merchant. Jesus Christ, Armenian Helwani puts a masterclass on the weight bully decision merchant. Jesus, Toad, where is the vitriol coming from? Yeah, what's the bloody go with that, mate? What's the bloody go with that? How's your day been so far? I woke up and I went to work and it's been alright, the ocean's looking glorious, so it is what it is. San Francisco, sorry, Miguel, my bad. The ocean's looking glorious, so might go for a beach walk after we do the stream and just enjoy the sounds of the gentle ocean lapping against the sand and try and clear the old mind. You know how it is. Just being alive, mate. Just fighting the battle of being alive. Ready for tomorrow? I am absolutely ready for tomorrow, brother. I'm absolutely ready for tomorrow. I could not be more locked in for tomorrow. For JDM to get his bloody victory finally. I didn't realize there were so many people out there in the MMA community that were not JDM fans. I thought a fun boxer coming to save the welterweight division would be seen as a good thing, Miguel. San Fran was my favourite place ever, and then it got taken over. That does happen. What's up, OTM? How are you, dude? How did the feet tier list go? I had to leave because the old wife was around. I don't blame you, mate. I mean, you should have left just for your own dignity. But it went about how a tier list about feet could go in the MMA community. You know what I mean? I'm happy that that's over with and behind us now. Yog got his 1 year of supporting the channel birthday present. That's why I moved to the Bay Area, because I like being by the water. Yeah, it's nice too. I feel like the water's good for the soul. Good to hear. Maybe a cheeky swim with a sea snake. It's getting into winter conditions, but it doesn't. There are times where it doesn't matter how cold it is. I see water and I've got to get into my Dax and jump in. I don't know what it is about it. It's happened so many times where I'm just around water and it could be boiling, it could be cold, but I've got to just jump in. I don't know why I'm wired that way, but it's one of those weird tics that I have where I see a nice cool body of water and I've just got to jump in. Water here is 50 degree Fahrenheit. What does that mean? Is that good? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how cold it is. 50 Fahrenheit. I hate cold plunging. I hate jumping in when something is fucking freezing cold. But I'll still do it. And then the feeling you have, 50 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius, the feeling you have after you do a cold dip, oh yeah, no, you could definitely jump in on that. Have your car nearby, have the heater going, jump in, light a fire. There's some weird feeling about after you do a cold dip where you feel like you could just punch a hole through the wall. I'm getting annoyed with Islam. If JDM wins, I'd much rather JDM versus Shavkat and Islam versus Topuria than Islam, JDM, and Topuria versus a washed old man. Arm and victim. So if JDM wins, when JDM wins, we're gonna get Islam Makhachev versus JDM in Perth. Hashtag Volks Revenge. Which I'm 100% down for. Then we're going to get Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. Ilia Topuria is going to become the lightweight champion. Once JDM destroys Ilia Topuria and sends him back down to lightweight, we are going to have a pre-Abu Dhabi, probably February, April card in Miami. Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev for the unified lightweight title. I, for one, love that storyline. I love that storyline, Toad. So that's sort of where my head is at. Cold plunging is for high T individuals. I mean, cold plunging makes you a high T individual. Like, as men, you have the dormant hormone of testosterone in your body. And modern society is doing everything it can every single minute of every single day to crush your testosterone levels. But you have the power to raise them up and bring them forth. And you should be doing that every single day. Life is a war. Life is a war against the system that is trying to kill you as a young man. I'm starting to go swimming again because I need to get my body back up to tip-top shape for the UK Summit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, swimming's fucking great. Works the muscles, works the cardio. Swimming's fucking great. It is impossible for Bilal not to win because he is because it's the Muzzy cards. But no, Bilal will absolutely get slept. Get absolutely slept. Is that an Aussie accent? It is Brad Wilson. Fucking g'day, cunt. How are you, mate? I've wanted JDM versus Shavkat since Jack Need burns his head off, but unfortunately both got injured, so it couldn't happen on that Izzy DDP card. Now we have a chance to go for the belt. I think we will eventually get JDM versus Shavkat. I mean, JDM is 28, 29. So after he beats Bilal, he's Australian. So, you know, all Australian fighters are active fighters. JDM was active before the injury. So, yeah, I think we will see a JDM versus Shavkat. Probably June 2026, I would say. June 2026, we'll see JDM versus Shavkat. Or maybe even on that April card as well. You know, he'll beat Bilal here. And then he'll probably want to get one more in by the end of the year, which will be the Islam card in Perth. And then he'll want to go again probably in April, I would say. Decision merchants seem to be the new meta until we get some real sluggers with wrestling skills to boot. I agree, Bradley Wilson's son. Luckily, we're not too far off. Like, if you look at the recent fights where it's been Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili, or Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev, or Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad, those rangy kickboxers are very close to winning those fights. Those fights are very, very close. I know afterwards when the fight is done, we all say, oh, it was a domination one way or the other, but those fights are generally close. So yeah, the strikers are nearly there, man. I can see JDM sleeping Shavkat easier than he does Bilal tomorrow. So do I, dude. So do I. Shavkat's going to try and stand with him on the feet. Look, I'm very excited to see how JDM handles the grappling. Boycotting this slot. What have I done, Coach Nat? Is it because it's a vertical? I don't blame you if it's a vertical. Don't worry about it, mate. We're just broadening our horizons to the community. But I can tell straight away that I'm not getting put into the algorithm today. I can tell straight away. In fact, we might even... You got JDM. Nice one, Coach Nat. We might even wrap the vertical up and switch over to a regular stream. Because I can tell straight away we're not getting new people bouncing in and saying g'day. So the vertical's obviously not working. Oh, you're boycotting the UFC, not me? Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I mean, if you're not ride or die on who's going to win, like, if it's not keeping you up at night about who's going to win the main event, and you've got Fight Pass, there's nothing wrong with going back and watching the main event later. Nothing wrong. You reckon you will stream the fights in the Discord tomorrow? I'll see. It all depends on what time is it here. It's 11 o'clock in the arvo, mate. Oh, in the morning, sorry. JDM by whatever the fuck he wants. On ya dig. You like the vertical on your phone? Okay, fair enough, dude. I will try and stream the fights in the Discord tomorrow, but it all depends on how my internet wants to behave, Cajethan. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'll try. Shavkat has got very underrated striking. Second best hands in the division. Second best? So who's got the best? JDM's got the best hands. Kamaru sits behind a jab. Brady's all grappling. Buckley's got nasty big overhands, although he's more of a pressure fighter rather than a clean hands fighter. Yeah, certainly in the top 5 for sure. Top 10, top 5, top 7, around that area for sure, Todathan. Shavkat isn't underrated at all. Shavkat's got... I think he's saying Shavkat's striking is underrated, not that Shavkat is underrated. JDM versus Shavkat would feed families. I'm praying for him to get the W tomorrow. He will. Bradley Wilson, he will. And we'll do JDM versus Shavkat after we get hashtag Volkswagen in Perth. Sorry, Chris. Brain fart. You know, it's the dyslexia, mate. It comes through. JDM is 2 to 3 below. Hard to look at, pointless to listen to. JDM is 2/3 Bilal. He's hard to look at. Oh, right, because of his fucking broken nose and his... Yeah, no, JDM on the microphone is negative aura. But we're meant to be fans of cage fighting. It's about how you fight in the cage. And JDM doesn't... JDM's one of those fighters where he doesn't need a personality because he is a fucking monster in the cage. Shavkat went from being the most overrated welterweight to the most underrated. Yeah, because... he was aura farming so much, Toad. Shavkat was aura farming so much. And Ian Garry made him look very, very human. Very human. So, yeah, dude. What's up, Ben? How are you, brother? So, yeah, he went from superly overrated to super underrated. I can agree with that. I can agree with that, man. People don't realize that Amir is the decision artist with a granite chin. Motherfucking Bilal, piece of shit. His Ian Garry joke was funny, though, about the kid not being hit. I know. What's up, Ben? Hi. I know, dude. And also, on the Nina Drama interview as well. Nina Drama goes, do you have any pets? He goes, no, I just got a dog, mate. She goes, do you think I have any pets? He goes, you probably got 5 cats. Just fucking wrecks poor old Nina Drama. You probably got fucking 5 cats or something, don't you? You fucking lonely bitch. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, shit. Said hi. All good. What fight are you most hyped for tomorrow other than the main event? I'm excited to see Jose Aldo perform. Shit, just realized we have 2 Aussie champs at the same time for the first time. If Jack gets it done tomorrow, I'm really hoping for it. Honestly, I like Bilal, but damn, that would be fucking cool. I know, dude. It'd be massive. I'm looking out to see if the Australian newspapers would even fucking acknowledge it for a second. But yeah, 2 champs from a small island, you know, 25 million people, small island. Be fucking amazing, dude. 1 out of 3 isn't good. Shavkat is the real deal. Ian is just defensively impossible, like Wonder Boy. Yeah, I get that. 1 out of 3 isn't too good, but that's all right. I don't even think that's Ian Garry's son. Goated line. JDM is low key very base. He is not low key very base. People just don't listen to him when he talks. JDM is very, very based. What's up, Alexandre Cicelli? Bilal is going to put JDM, in a position where he has never been before. If you mean on bottom, JDM's been on bottom plenty of times. I know he never stops fighting, but he can keep going for 5 rounds. But can keep going for 5 rounds with Bilal. He will absolutely go for 5 rounds with Bilal. He's done plenty of 5-round fights over in Eternal MMA in Australia. And I am sure that he didn't bring Craig Jones into his training camp to see if he could survive 10 minutes on bottom. I think a man that spent 15 minutes on bottom underneath Gilbert Burns with a broken forearm from the very first round and kept fighting forward the entire time, I think a man like that isn't going to give up. If anything, I worry about Bilal, because watching Bilal's fights, I see him give up the moment the fight doesn't go his way and he gets touched in the eye, or the decisions aren't going his way, or he doesn't like the grappling and he can't take them to the ground. I see fear on Bilal's face, and I've never seen fear on Jack's face. I'm looking forward to see Val get her last Ruby in the belt and whoop that Frecci in front of the Soy Quebec crowd. Me too, Christian Grey. Fuck Quebec. Not allowing foot stomps. What is wrong with them? You prefer the vertical streams? All right, Ben. There you go. So a little bit different takes for different people. Shavkat is bad at getting takedowns, which is why he struggled against Garry. He doesn't get enough credit for cleanly outboxing Ian. No, that is true, dude. Shavkat's boxing doesn't get enough credit. That is true, dude. Yeah, and he's one of those other ones where he's not so great at takedowns, but he's very great at judo tripping. Your Aussie government will be probably pissed off if JDM wins. Most likely will try to make a stand on Aussie News to tell the kids, please, MMA is horrible and play cricket. You can't. That is probably what would happen. Would probably ban MMA in Australia. Do a racist overload, Dougie. No, I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. So, fucking no. I think if you were actually racist, you were kind of fucking retarded. To be honest, mate. Different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks, mate. Fucking different strokes for different folks. All right, let us switch over to what we are doing today. Yes, boys. What are we doing today? We're not doing Ilya Topuria. But since we're talking about Shavkat Rakhmonov, let's fucking do Shavkat Rakhmonov. This is something that we haven't done in a very long time, and I figured today would be a good time to do it. Let us do Shavkat Rakhmonov. You're against all humans? Fair enough. Shavkat Rakhmonov. Get that out of there, mate. Let's get in Shavkat's. We haven't done this in a long time. This is a ranking a fighter out of 100 on all of their skill sets. This is something that we haven't done in a goddamn hot minute. But I'm excited to crack it back out again. Especially since Todathan opened us back up to the discussion of where is everybody at. So, Toe, what would you give Shavkat's bloody striking, mate? What would you give Shavkat's striking out of 10? I mean, like you said, he did outbox Jeff Neal. He did outbox Ian Gary. So he's definitely got decent striking, but his takedowns weren't fucking great. Like, I think you've got to give a striking attack to someone like JDM. You'd give it a 7. Just like my kind, the best most. Okay, Chris. Okay. You'd give it a 7? 8, 8, 8, 7, 7? Okay, we'll give him a 7. Wow, we were king in the castle. King in the castle. Why are you doing Borat, dig? 7 or 8? Let's give him a 7 then. Let's give him a 7. Striking defense is 3 or 4. Striking attack is 8. We'll go 7.5 then. Shavkat is from Boratland. Oh, Shavkat is from Boratland. Very nice. Very nice. My sister, #1 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan. His defense is 3 out of 4. Let's give him a 3 then. Let's even this shit up. Now, takedowns. He hasn't got great takedowns, old Shavkat Rakhmonov. He doesn't, mate. He's got a decent judo trip, but he's very similar to, like, Ian Gary, right? He hasn't got solid takedowns. Shavkat single shots, but he's dangerous. He was injured and in between judo, BJJ. A kicker is very hard to... BJJ and being a kicker is very hard to take down. He was also struggling with Wonderboy as well. Have you looked up what 88 means yet? I haven't yet. 5 for takedowns. Shavkat has underrated head movement. 5 out of 10 defense. 5 out of 10 for these takedowns. 3 out of 4. Yeah, I don't think his takedowns do very fucking well at all. I'm going to give him a 4. I'm going to give him a 4. As for his takedown defense, I think his takedown defense is fucking solid. I'm going to give him a 6 for his takedown defense. Buckley is a better wrestler than Shavkat, judging by the Wonderboy fight. Yeah. I would agree. Because Buckley's got that forward pressure. Shavkat is still champion material. I don't know, dude. We'll see how the division pans out, right? We'll see how the division pans out. Like, where is Brady going to end up? How do you link up Brady versus Shavkat? That's an interesting fight. Or even Buckley versus Shavkat. Again, I don't think Shavkat likes being met with pressure. I think Shavkat is one of those kind of fighters that was banking on his aura fighting a little bit of the fight for him. Like, you know when doing family shit, just saying g'day to you and the boys, g'day Nacho, all good, man. Enjoy your Saturday with the family, man. Do you guys know this? Like, when fighters were in there with early Izzy, or in there against John Jones, or fighters were in there against, geez, who else? Anderson Silva. There's certain fighters that, like, when you're in there, you're almost intimidated by the fact that that fighter is in front of you. And I think Shavkat relied on that a little bit. Like, there is something about being in front of that particular fighter that just scares you a little bit. And it's not really you losing the fight. It's like, Jared Cannonier suffered from this terribly when he was in there against Israel Adesanya. He didn't want to press Israel Adesanya. He didn't want to take it to him. And Jared Cannonier, suffered because of that. His takedown defense is a massive unknown. Wish we got Shavkat versus Belal Ishmael tomorrow so we would find out. True, Toad. True. Shavkat versus Islam is a dream, isn't it, Woeful? Isn't it? That would be a sick fight. Finally someone that like Islam would properly struggle with because of the size difference. Look it up when you can. All right, I'll look it up. Don't doubt me. Brady gets slept. No chin. Bad striking defense. Okay. It's something that Kanye likes. Oh, okay. I can imagine then. We will become champion. We, Shavkat and I will become champion. Up his striking defense. Okay. We'll go up to 4. Takedown defense is about a 6. Now, Shavkat Rakhmonov has got a shit ton of subs. Let's have a look at the welterweight profile of Shavkat Rakhmonov. Do they have glizzies down under? Yes, they do have glizzies down under. His submission game is high. His submission game is really high. Let's just go over to... Shavkat Rakhmonov. Have you seen that? I've heard about Kanye's new song. Yes, I've been on the internet. I have been on the internet. Subs. Oh my god. Look at the subs that he gets, mate. Stats. Submissions. You don't have power as a category? Don't have power as a category. We kept it to these 10 categories to make it, to be able to round out of 10 nice and easy. I think Shavkat's worst matchups are JDM, Gary, and weirdly enough, Leon. Yeah, Leon's got tasty takedown defense, man. He can submit you standing. He can. He's got sick submissions. Shavkat finishes everyone with elite defense in both the striking and the grappling. I guess that literally makes him a 10 for subs. Yeah, dude, he's got to be. I think you've got to give Shavkat a 9 or a 10 out for submissions. I think you have to, right? It's disgusting not to give Shavkat a 9 or that would be his highest sort of a ranking, right? You give him a 9 out of 10 for submission. Now, his grappling, I'm going to give him decent grappling as well because his takedowns suck, but his clinch game is really fucking good. So I'm going to give him a 7 for grappling. And then his ground control. Ground control is that what's up, Ben? Hi. Can you sing the full Bilal song? I cannot sing the full Bilal song. The Bilal-ish Bilal. Have you seen the Ratatouille movie before? I've not seen Ratatouille before. No, when Ratatouille came out, I was past my watching kids movies era, and I don't have children, so there's no need for me to see Ratatouille. Ground control. Now, what is ground control? Ground control is like Khabib fighting. You know what I mean? Merab is not ground control. Merab is constantly spamming takedowns. You know what I mean? Khabib is, please try and make an extended version of the Bilal song. I'll get AI to help me with some creativity to help fill it in, Ben, and then I'll try and come up with a 2.5 minute Bilal song for you. Wrestling pins. Yeah. You really enjoy the song, KP. That's good, man. I'm happy you enjoyed the song. It's goated and it's what inspired you to be a cook. Nice, Chris. How is your Instagram going? Your food Instagram going? Try to make it right now before you AI. Just try and I will. I've got to think of it. No, I'm not going to do it right now, Ben. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll think about it. I'll think about it. When I'm stuck in the car driving, that's when inspiration usually comes to me for ideas. Shavkat, no, something about sitting in traffic, just staring out the fucking window is when the ideas come to me, Ben. So I'll try and make up a Bilal song while I'm in the car, and then I'll record it on my phone and play it back. Shavkat's normally got great top pressure, but it didn't look great against Gary. Could be because of the knee injury, but I don't like the excuses. Yeah, so I'm thinking of Shavkat's top pressure. I'm thinking of a Shavkat fight where we can get some top pressure going. Let's go to Fight Pass. Dougie, you madman, stay mental forever, Roberto. How could I not be fucking mental? Look at me. Toughness and cardio is very high. Yeah, his cardio will be high. His chin will be high. His get-ups. Yeah, we'll get to that. Shavkat's knee injury because of Gary. Whoops. I know, dude. What a joke. I'm making the potato leek soup from the movie on Sunday for my mum because it's Mother's Day. Oh, beautiful, mate. Will you add instrumentals? I could try and add some instrumentals for sure. Go to the YouTube shop. For sure. Not all capitals. His injury was so serious, he's still out. So what is making Shavkat's injury so dogged? Is it what's the word I'm looking for here? What's making it so bad? Is the healing process going wrong? Like, what is going wrong with Shavkat? Why is he not back yet? I mean, the injury was towards the end of last year. He should have bounced back by now, right? The song is a banger. Add it to Spotify. Absolutely not doing that. His knee was torn to shit. Fair enough. All right. Shavkat Rachmanov versus Carlston Harris. Shavkat Rachmanov versus Thompson. Shavkat Rachmanov versus Jeff Neal. Let's have a look at the Jeff Neal fight really quickly. If JDM wins this, we don't get Islam versus Ilya, so I don't know what's the better outcome. JDM wins this. We get Islam versus JDM in Perth in Australia. Hashtag Volks Revenge. That's what we get. JDM beats the fuck out of Islam Makhachev. JDM beats the fuck out of Islam Makhachev, and Islam Makhachev goes back down to 155 in April next year, just before April or February next year, just before Ramadan, and we get Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria to unify the lightweight title next year. It's the exact same timeline either way, except in one of them we get Volks Revenge, and in the other one we don't. I'm off the dope now, so I'm more motivated to make the food pages and the channels. Was prolonging it before because I didn't know if I would affect my copper career, but I might as well just not show my face. Yeah, it's a cooking channel. You don't have to show your face. You can just do voiceovers behind the scenes. And yeah, a lot of it is just, I'll tell you, as someone who was nervous about doing content creation for a long time, Chris, it doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect is the enemy of done. Just do it. Just do it. And as for anyone who laughs or hates or makes jokes or like talks shit, it doesn't matter. You're making content you like to make, and it doesn't matter if you make some piece of content that's an 8 out of 10 that could have been a 10 out of 10 if only you'd spent a little bit more time on it. The content's just never coming out. So it's better to just get it done and make the content. You know what I mean? And just keep moving forward. I think the knee injury played some part in him looking mid against Gary, but him cage-hugging and failing takedowns is what he normally does, just as I predicted. Yeah, again, so his takedowns aren't what is super strong. Rampage said he is still fucked from John Jones. No shit. Is that the case with Gary stomping Shavkat's legs? I mean, it could be, dude. It could be just one of those things that's never going to heal back properly. You know what I mean? Like, Hamzat Chimaev's gas tank after he got the vid. Can you make a JDM song? Oh, I could think of one, Ben. That would have to be like, we'd have to call it like a fucking puncher's chance, cunt. Get fucked, sit down, knock you, something like that. We'll come up with a JDM song. I'm not very internet savvy and was overthinking it for sure, but I'm hyped for it now. Yeah, don't overthink it, man. JDM can't stand a chance with Islam. Come on, bro. Are you retarded? Are you retarded? Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski 1. Islam Makhachev was fighting life and death in the last round with a shorter, less stocky guy. Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier. Old Dustin Poirier with no hips. Islam Makhachev went 2-2 into the 5th round. JDM is a proper 170 pounder with fucking great get-ups. Islam Makhachev is primarily a Muay Thai striker that throws some clinch grappling. JDM is going to love for you to stand in front of him and try and outbox and try and out Muay Thai his boxing. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Just gonna have fun with it and see where it goes from there. That's all you can do, dude. That's all you can do. Yeah, many fighters have come back to say John Jones messed up their knees from fighting him. He's a true dog of a bloke, is John Jones. Islam will fail at 170. He will. Yeah, he struggled against feather. Yeah, Islam will fail at 170. Yeah. AI can also make the music. That is true. AI can make the music. Roberto, the same for JDM. And we all know Islam outboxed Dustin. It was 2-2 going into the 5th round. It was an even fight until Islam choked him out. Cheers for the words of encouragement, Dougie. Of course, mate. Of course. Shavkat Rakhmonov, top control. Shavkat Rakhmonov, top control. Let's have a look at the Jeff Neal fight. A lot of clinching. A lot of on the feet. Shavkat doesn't get Jeff Neal down in the 1st round. Doesn't get him down in the 2nd round. Clinching. Shavkat's top control is shit. No top control in the... Shavkat doesn't take Jeff Neal down at all in the Jeff Neal fight. Shavkat doesn't take Jeff Neal down at all in the Jeff Neal fight. Shavkat Rakhmonov, 7 fights. Shavkat Rakhmonov, Alex Oliveira. Mate, Islam had his chin an inch out of range from a massive snoot. I know, dude. Imagine Islam Makhachev versus JDM. Shavkat is in on him. Clinch work against the cage again. Shavkat's got great shot cop control, just not as good as Eric the Troop. You show like one of his worst fights. I'm just on Shavkat's profile. I'm just skimming through his fights. You can see down here, I'm just skimming through his fights. He was injured, but again, he always seems to be... Yeah, Shavkat's like fucking Sean O'Malley. He's always injured. Again, this is Shavkat grappling against the cage, and even here, Oliveira's got him against the cage. Oliveira's pushing Shavkat against the cage. Shavkat's getting controlled, and then Shavkat gets the standing. But that's not top control. Shavkat doesn't have top control. Dude, Shavkat does not have top control. Dustin was so close to the KO with a great hook. He is a lightweight. Don't tell me Islam has trouble with some of these welterweights. Yeah, Islam is going to have trouble with the welterweights. He's going to do well because he's a very big welterweight. So Islam would do well against, say, like Gary or Leon. Islam would do well against them. But yeah, the idea that Islam's just going to dominate at JDM is retarded. Truly retarded. Maybe you could have the community phone on what they'd like better, the JDM song or the Bilal song after you make... I could put it to a vote, Ben. We could do a JDM song, a Bilal song, and then put it to a vote, man. Yeah, Islam is big. Islam shrinks a lot of weight. Shavkat shows good crop control when he's able to get it, but his takedown's the biggest hole in his game. Well, I've just skimmed through two Shavkat fights and no top control, yes. I overstepped for saying great top control, but nothing like Khabib. Yeah, Khabib is the definition of top control. Alright, let's have a look in the Michael Prates fight. Fight kicks off. They're on the feet. Shavkat's grappling. Here we go. Shavkat's got top control here. At about 3 minutes on the clock. And he keeps it for the rest of the round. No! Prates works his way back up. In 2 minutes, Prates works his way back up. Perazes, or whatever his name is. Round 2 starts. Starts on the feet. Shavkat takes him down. What time is that? Again, about a minute in. And then Shavkat gets the finish. I'm not giving him massive points for like one fight that we can find where Prates finds his way back up. Prates finds his way back up or whatever. So we just watched Shavkat versus Oliveira. Shavkat versus Mikhail Prates. Yeah, I'm not giving him massive points for top control. Copyrighted, we'll be right. It's just a couple of clips from every now and then. Your Wi-Fi has been solid so since they came to the building. It seems good. Yeah, it's been good, but it's just sometimes with the bandwidth of uploading, downloading OBS, and then streaming to Discord as well. It chokes on the bandwidth a little bit, especially if Jamie or whatever, especially when, there's just a lot going on in the house. Ronald Thompson, gunner. He's got strong mercenaries. I think it fits JDM really well. He's got Ronald Thompson, gunner. He's a song about Ronald Thompson, the gunner, is a song about mercenaries. All right, let me listen to it in the car and I'll get some inspiration going about it. Ronald Thompson, mercenaries. Hang on, let me get my notepad up. And then we'll listen to it in the car. Boom. Yeah, I'm not giving Shavkat a huge ground control. I'm not giving him a huge number. I'm going to give him like a 4 out of 10 for that one. Again, his get-ups have never really been tested because no one's pushed him to that level. Cardio, I'll give him good cardio. I'll give him solid cardio. I'll give him an 8 out of 10 for cardio. And then chin, he's never been cracked, so, you can't doubt Shavkat's chin. So this is my final scorecard on Shavkat Rachmanov, mate. This is me handing in my Shavkat scorecard, brother. What do we reckon, boys? What do we reckon about my Shavkat Rachmanov scorecard? Lol, Prates, you think he's... Dougie, apologize if I missed you saying, do you think Islam takes the Bilal fight or the guy who failed a nickname change at UFC 317, El Chorizo? I think it all literally depends on how the fight turns out, man. It just depends on how it turns out with JDM. I don't think he's going to take the Bilal fight. No, I do not think Islam Makhachev is going to fight Bilal. No. If JDM loses... No, I don't think he's going to fight Bilal. No. Give him a 6. What time does the card start over there again? It's going to be live streaming from 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm still livid I couldn't go to the card live. I've got a feeling it's going to be a really good card. I think it'll be an entertaining card. What's up, Leo Cooper, MMA? What's good, brother? I'm riding high with Bilal, mainly so we just get to Puria versus Makhachev. Laughing my ass off. Fair enough, brother. Fair enough, dude. Obviously, I got to go with JDM. But, sir, to all the fans out there, Leo Cooper, to everyone out there that is saying, I need to see Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. Jesus Christ, Leo, you've got fucking subscribers, dude. I was going to give you a shout out, but you don't need it, brother. you don't need me to give you a shout out, man. JDM beats Bilal. Islam Makhachev versus JDM in Perth, where Volk lost to Islam Makhachev. JDM beats Islam Makhachev in Perth, hashtag Volk's revenge. And then Islam Makhachev moves back down to 155 in, say, April, February, just before Ramadan, and Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria to unify the lightweight title. Is that not a sick storyline for MMA, bro? Is that not a sick storyline? Come on, we got to start selling that storyline, right? So hopefully JDM gets the win, Leo. Again, with Shavkat, he's reversal versus Gary from Full Body Triangle is the best ground game he's ever showed. Yeah, but I guess that's a moment, right? Best ground game that he's got there. That's a decent reversal. But even then, Ian was able to control him for a fair bit of those last 2 rounds. Do they have a Tim Hortons down under? They do not have a Tim Hortons down under. If Bilal wins, I think Makhachev is going to fight Ilia. Yeah, if Bilal wins, Makhachev will fight Ilia. Yep. Islam is ducking? No, he's not ducking. Charles versus Ilia is a banger. Charles versus Ilia is a fucking banger. That's a massive fight, man. Dana talked about it at the press conference at UFC 315. Yeah, he's recently just done a small 6-minute interview. So yeah, I'd rather see... You're selling it. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of JDM too. I just worry about how his takedown holds up after the Burns fight. Again, Leo, he broke his forearm in the first round. When, because I just did a video of the takedown, their finishes, so I was just breaking down that fight. Burns throws a head kick in like 2 minutes of the first round, and you could see JDM's forearm catch it and do a bend. So he did that entire fight with the broken forearm, and he was able to keep getting back up. Plus, fighters, they get better and better and better as time goes on, especially once they win the belt. They've got that like 30% skill level increase for some reason, just that confidence of getting the belt. And And Islam Makhachev was having trouble holding down Alexander Volkanovski. Islam Makhachev was having trouble holding down Dustin Poirier after Dustin Poirier worked with Gamrot. I honestly believe JDM versus Islam Makhachev is not impossible for JDM to shuck off the takedowns of Islam Makhachev. JDM's a lot bigger than Dustin Poirier is and Alexander Volkanovski. Islam, just like Khabib, avoided serious risks as much as possible. I don't think saying he's not going to fight Belal is the risk thing. I think it's just a respect thing between the Muzzies. Hafez exposed JDM. Hafez didn't expose shit. Just that JDM was happy to go for guillotines, which he hasn't done since then. Yeah, search the x-ray of that arm. It was fucked, dude. It was fucked. That's right. Yeah, I forgot. Still, Belal has got a big step up, no doubt. Really interesting. Oh, yeah, against Belal, not Islam Makhachev. Yeah. Yeah, it all hinges on the get-ups. Quite literally, it does all hinge on the get-up. You know, Leo, it reminds us of, like, remember when Francis Ngannou fought Stipe too? And Francis lost in the takedowns in the first fight? We were all watching that fight going, if Francis can shuck off the get-ups, the fight's Francis's. And then in the very first round, Stipe goes for the takedown and Francis just shucks him off. And we've gone, oh, Francis is going to win this fucking fight. Like, we will know, bro. We will know the moment Belal throws that first takedown. Not like a Leon Edwards, an Ian Gary, Carlos Prates takedown, where he wasn't really going for it. Like an on the fucking hips takedown. Once he throws that and we see how JDM deals with it, we're going to know how the rest of the fight is going to play out. Khabib also pulled out 5 times. Yeah, Khabib was very protective of his record. Islam Makhachev hasn't been so much. JDM has better scrambles and jiu-jitsu than Bilal, but his initial takedown defense is bad, so he'll struggle to get off the offense on the feet before going back down. Yeah, he's got to capitalize on the opportunities Belal will give him with Belal's shit overextending striking. I really hope Charlie Radke says it again. Me too, brother. Come on, Radke, say it again. As much as I don't like Belal, I can see him kicking that arm to try and hurt JDM's arm. Yeah, I mean, if I was Belal, I'd aim for kicking the fuck out of that. Ilya is not Belal. There is zero risk there. True. One more day until we have another Aussie champ. Fuck yeah, brother. Get around it, mate. That spall from Ngannou haunts my dream. Dude, that was the moment. I remember that one where we sat there and we were like, is he going to shut? Oh, he does. Stipe is losing this fight. And goodbye, Stipe. One more day until we have another Aussie champ. You fucking youth, brother. Let's get it, bro. I'd rather see Ilya Paddy than the winner. I'd rather see Ilya versus Paddy than the winner takes the Islam fight. It won't happen, though. Yeah, we're going to get Ilya versus Oliveira, but that still gives Ilya time for one more fight. Like, you're going to have Ilya versus Oliveira at UFC 317, because JDM is going to win. Hashtag built different. Then you're going to have Islam Makhachev versus JDM in Perth in October. Towards the end of the year, which means Ilia Topuria will be able to fight again. So you might see Ilia Topuria versus Arman Tsarukyan, Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. Who knows which way that's going to go then. I won't give a pick until JDM Belal, but I can see JDM breaking Islam in the late rounds like Voik and Poirier almost did. JDM is underrated cardio, which is the upside of his pillow hand. The fucking pillow hands, mate. He does have very underrated cardio, true. Amir has better grappling than Hafez. Shut up, dickhead. Belal's got worse grappling than Hafez. Belal's probably going to wait till the middle of the end of round 1 to shoot his takedown, so if he gets stuffed right away, I can see him fall. Yeah, he will wait towards the end of the round. Belal is going to show off his Canelo hands, which is a overextended jab. Heavy hamstring work would fix JDM's trash sprawl. True. The Perth pay-per-view is next year, bro. The fight night is this year. But if JDM wins, I think they'll upgrade it to a pay-per-view and have Volk and JDM on the same card in Perth. Colby Thickness said that to me. Yeah, I think they'll upgrade it. I think they'll switch it up. I think they'll change it. Yeah. And even though Izzy just ruined it, it kind of feels like I'm going to manifest JDM winning the top. Oh, Izzy ruined the word manifest. We manifested this. Yeah, I think we will. I think we're going to get JDM winning. That's why I've been working so hard for the last 2 weeks with all my JDM propaganda. JDM's injury should be good by now. He was able to fight back in February. It should be good, but you'd still target it, right? Belal has a more recent KO than Canelo. Fucking Belal had a KO. I know, dude. It sucks. Poor Canelo. He's falling off. I feel like Islam would fight Belal if Belal wasn't so outspoken about Team Habib. Maybe. I mean, I think they should just do it. Like, Aussies fight New Zealanders and other Aussies all the time. It's sport. You just say, mate, I fucking love you. Let's go and have a beer after this, but let's start the fight. Let's shake hands and let's see who beats the fuck out of the other one. And let's fucking go for it. Hafez was juiced up to the gills. Hafez was absolutely juiced up to the gills. Absolutely juiced up to the gills. What the fuck am I doing with my life? That's a great question, Doug. Right. Let's rank up Shavkat Rakhmonov. Let's add him up, boys. Let's fucking add him up, boys. 7.5, 4, 4, 6, 9, 7, 4, 5, 8, 9. Out of 100, Shavkat Rakhmonov is a 63. Ooh, out of 5. Hey, I'm not done with you yet. Hey, dickhead, I'm not done with you yet. Is a 63.5 out of 100 is Shavkat bloody Rakhmonov, boys. He's done. He's in the bank. We have put Shavkat in to our bloody fighter matrix to see how he goes up against all other fighters. Who would you guys like to do next on the UFC fighter matrix? I had that convo with one of my best mates. We'd fight for the belt for sure. Just part of the fucking game. Yeah, it's part of the game, dude. Like, I get it. You guys are friends. You're on the same team. You're both Muslim, but you got to go for it. You have to go for it. Yeah, Canelo's legs don't look there anymore. Hopefully it was just holding back so he doesn't get hurt for a big Crawford fight. Maybe. I mean, again, I don't really follow boxing, so that's about as far as my knowledge goes. The Rizlam for Islam avoiding Ilya is the fan reaction to his fights with Volk. Yeah, I think that's why I have a theory here about this. Let's talk about my theory. The reason that Hunter Campbell had to fly all the way over to Dagestan is because the UFC have made it pretty well known that if you want to go for champ, we're not doing that anymore. You need to vacate the title. You need to vacate the title. Now, this has come in this year after Islam Makhachev has done the UFC a favor by allowing Alexander Volkanovski to move up and go for champ. He also said yes to Alexander Volkanovski on short notice and said yes to Moicano on short notice. And remember, John Jones has turned down short notice fights. Stipe Miocic turned down Sergey Pavlovich at short notice. So a champion doesn't have to say yes, but Islam Makhachev did. Islam Makhachev has done favors for the UFC and been a very good sport for the UFC. He wants to have a go at champ. The fans constantly bag him for losing to featherweights or making it look tough against featherweights. Here comes easy match. I know, but still, I'm just painting a picture here, Coach Nate. Like, he has played ball with the UFC thus far. He's been a good champion to the UFC. The fans give him shit for constantly beating featherweights or struggling with featherweights or having wins over featherweights. Ilia Topuria moves up, and the UFC have said you can have a shot at Islam Makhachev. And Islam Makhachev has gone, fuck me, cunt. Here we fucking go again. Another featherweight. What fucking credit am I going to get for this fight? I want to have a go at champ. And the UFC have gone, well, you have to vacate your belt. And Islam Makhachev has gone, fuck you, I'm not fucking vacating my belt, and I'm not fucking fighting Ilya. I've been a good fucking champ. I want to have a go for champ. So fucking Hunter Campbell has flown all the way to Dagestan to hash it out with Islam Makhachev. And the deal is, you fight, if Bilal wins, you fight Ilia Topuria. If JDM wins, you can retain your title and you can go for champ. And that was how we got the Ilia Topuria fight made. The fact that Islam Makhachev is probably going to be the last person in UFC history that is going to be both massive piss. I think Islam Makhachev is going to be the last person in UFC history to be given the opportunity to go for unified champ, to hold both belts at the same time. I think they're going to stop fighters doing it and keep them in their lane from now on. And I think that was the deal that Hunter Campbell and Islam Makhachev made. Yeah, I should have made a video about that. But that's what I think the deal that we came to there. Make John fucking Jones vacate the title. That fucking cunt should have been swallowed. I agree completely with that entire sentence. He is a cunt. He should vacate the title, and he should have been a squirt stain on the fucking curtains. The Ilya storyline is fun. I hope JDM wins so Ilya continue with free legacy Oliveira instead of getting his one-dimensional striking exposed by Islam. I like the Ilya Topuria storyline, and Toad, I hope that Ilya Topuria beats Oliveira, beats like a Gaethje, like just a fill-in title fight, and the Ilya Topuria storyline grows and grows and grows, and then next year, we have Islam Makhachev versus Ilya Topuria for the 155-pound title. Would you rather have hair stuck on the back of your throat or hair stuck in the eye that you can't get either? Both are massive piss-offs. Back of my throat. They probably offered Islam a bag for vacating if Belal wins. Yeah, but he probably said no to the bag. Like, they live like kings in Dagestan. I think he wants the legacy. Want to have JDM, but that means we can't have Ilya Islam. We'll have Ilya Islam before Ramadan next year, Coach Nate. That's what we'll get. That's what we'll get. We'll get it before Ilya. We'll get it before next year. Ilya is Volk on steroids. Islam gets... I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. We're going to get... JDM's going to win the title. He's going to win. We're going to get Islam versus JDM in Perth towards the end of the year with Volk underneath, defending against Movsar Evloev. In Perth, pay-per-view. Hashtag Volk's revenge. JDM's going to fucking sleep Makhachev. Makhachev is going to go back down before Ramadan and fight Ilya Topuria, who slept Oliveira, who slept Gaethje, maybe even Paddy Pimblett in the meantime, and it's going to be the returning lightweight champion for the interim champion Ilya Topuria. Pay-per-view. This is the dream. Join me, boys, on my JDM propaganda machine. Then Ilya KOs Islam. Maybe, because then Islam's chin will be rocked. This is the dream, boys. Ride with me for Rohan. JDM. Get around it, son. Islam probably doesn't even think that he has that close of a friendship with Belal. They've only trained together once and has nothing to do with religion because Islam is open to fighting Shavkat. Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, that is true. Like, the whole we've trained together once, but we both go to the same church. And then, like, I wonder, are they even in the same sects of Islam? Because aren't there... Like, isn't the Islamic religions very similar to the Christian religions? How there's, like... Protestant and Orthodox and Catholic, like, isn't there like Sharia Islam and isn't there a whole bunch of different Islam? Like, are they even, you know, how tight are we really? My dream is that Ilya's legendary run gets ended by Armin boring Smudgefest. Imagine the cope. That would kill the MMA fans, Toad. The MMA fans would be fucking dead. The picture of the MMA gods was so funny. Oh, thanks, Alexander. Yeah, we came up with that on one of the streams. We did the MMA gods stream and came up with that. Yeah, that was a good one. That was like maybe February last year we did that. For the record, I assert Sunni is one. There are others, not sure of the name. Yeah, Sunni's another one. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Yeah. For the record, I respect Islam to the degree that he deserves. He did more than Khabib and he's very well rounded, but he is less dominant. No, I respect Islam too, and I think, quite frankly, I think if Islam Makhachev wants to move up and go for champ, he deserves that. He allowed Volk to do it twice. It's only fair. It's only fair. And you can't say that Islam Makhachev hasn't defended the belt. I mean, he's been there. He's had a bunch of short notice switch-ups, but he's the one. He's rocked up to fight on the day whoever was available to fight 4 times. And he's done the UFC a favor on allowing someone else to go for champ twice. To say that Islam doesn't deserve to go for champ is wrong. Islam versus Belal isn't happening 100% because of Belal. I agree, Woeful. Yep. Dougie, doing the salute after that Bing Bang Bob dropped left today. Let's go for that. Okay, Chris, calm the fuck down, man. After that Bing Bang dropped yesterday, calm the fuck down. So Shavkat's a 36. Ilya Topuria is a 72. Muslims has 2. Sunni and Shia. I think they have a bunch more than that. Drekas was a 76 out of 100. Ludovic Klein was a 62. Did I have Ludovic Klein higher than Jesus, Ludovic Klein is just as good as Shavkat Rakhmonov on the fighter matrix. That's fucking crazy. Islam Makhachev is an 80 out of 100. I remember when we did this one. Islam Makhachev is an 80 out of 100. Sean O'Malley, we never got to. Alex Pereira, we did. Alex Pereira's a 43 out of 100. I love this. We got to change that up a bit. Do Cheeto? No, we're not going to do shit. Well, we can do Cheeto if you want. I think we have to change Alex Pereira's these days, huh? Yeah, we got to change Alex Pereira's. This was before, I think this was right after the Izzy fight we did this one. Or maybe we're after the Jan Blachowicz fight. Let's switch up Alex Pereira. Let's clear the slot on Alex Pereira. We'll reset Alex Pereira. No, it's not. This is not. It's out of 10, Woeful. It's out of 10. So it's a nice out of 100. I get Islam deserves it, but there are guys I want to see fight for the level heavyweight title, like Arman and Ilya, and I want to see Brady and Shavkat fight for the welterweight title, and Islam's holding this up. I agree, Toad. I completely agree with you. Like, it sucks that Islam Makhachev's turn has come when the divisions are so stacked and Arman needs to fight for a title, and so does Ilya. I completely agree. Welterweight is the most stacked division in the UFC, and it's probably been... I don't think there's been another division as busy as welterweight is right now for quite some time. So the timing of Islam's request sucks for where those two divisions are right now. That's 100% correct. However, Islam's been a good cunt, and you gotta support good cunts. If good cunts are gonna support you, you have to support good cunts. So, I think this is just the dick that we find ourselves sitting on. You know what I mean? This is just the position that we are in, mate. It is what it is. Now, his striking attack is no longer a 10 out of 10. The timing isn't Islam's fault. Exactly, dude. It's not Islam's fault. It's where we're at. Now, his striking attack has to have taken a significant drop out of 10 since the Magomed Ankalaev fight. Because Magomed Ankalaev beat him up on the feet. It was only round 4 that was grappling. And Khalil Roundtree had 2 successful rounds against Alex Pereira out of the 4 rounds that they fought each other. So he's no longer a 10 out of 10 for striking attack. I think he drops down to a solid 8.5 for his striking attack. It's fucking good. Now his striking defense, I'll give him an 8.5. He's still a devastating hand. What's better, leaving work for a lovely midday dump or a cheeky nap? A cheeky nap is the best thing in the world. Des won't have stuff on his forehead. What's up, Parabolic? I didn't know you remember. Welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you around in the chat before. Must have been gifted. G'day, Parabolic. Welcome to the channel, mate. It looks like he had stuff on his forehead. He's not currently got it. Looks like it's been healed up. So I would say he was on antibiotics about 2 or 3 weeks ago from the way this usually works. Probably Benoit Saint-Denis is a smelly Frenchman. True. His striking defense is solid. Again, Magomed Ankalaev was able to pressure him and get him to drop his hands. Israel Adesanya did very well on the feet with him. So did Jan Blachowicz. Also did very well on the feet with him. Khalil Roundtree landed on him as well. His striking defense is good, but it's not the fucking best. Yeah, Alex is good, but he just has power. I know, that's why when I had to first do this, Woeful, and it was during peak Alex Pereira hype season, they were fucking disgusted when I didn't bring him in at a 90 out of 100. There was a time in 2024 where I was arguing with my chat every single day about why Alex Pereira isn't the number 2 pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC. 2024 Alex Pereira hype is going to be a year I'm never going to forget, Woeful. It was fucking insanity, man. Insanity. His takedowns are... This is the funny thing about Alex Pereira. He's no Cheeto. That's true, Woeful. He's no Cheeto Vera. Here's the funny thing about Alex Pereira. He's got 100% takedown accuracy on ESPN.com. Alex Pereira, ESPN. Check this out. I think it's still there. I think he still has 100% takedown accuracy. do you mean there's no available information on Alex Pereira? Are you fucking high? Of course there is. Where is it? UFC.com. Alex Pereira. Where are the stats on UFC.com? Alex Pereira, UFC. Here we go. Stats and records. Here we go. Check this out. Striking accuracy. Takedown accuracy. Oh, it's dropped. It's dropped down to 50%. Oh, man. When we did this, he had 100%. What's up, fellas? BKFC is tomorrow, mate. On Anzac time. It's tomorrow, brother. So we'll, during the boring parts of UFC 315, which there'll be plenty of, we'll be simulcasting BKFC. So Alex Pereira's takedown accuracy is fucking plummeted, which means he no longer has that great number that he could have there for his takedowns. Poor old Alex Pereira. So his takedowns at 50%. They're not very... And he doesn't throw them often. So they're below a 5. He doesn't throw them often. And when he does, he fails them half the time. So he's a 3 for takedowns. His takedown defense, though, is very good. What have the UFC got him for takedown defense? Takedown defense on UFC.com, they've got him at 80%. His takedown defense is very fucking good. We'll get they have him at 80% for takedown defense. I mean, Magomed couldn't take him down. That's versus mid wrestlers like Ank and Izzy. Yeah, that's true against the competition that he's been in. So if the UFC are giving him an 80%, we'll give him like a 6 out of 10. Submissions are literally 0. I don't think he's ever gotten a submission. Submission average is 0.23 per 15 minutes. I don't think he's ever gotten a submission, ever. He's gone for 2 and it's dropped. He's gone for 2 submissions in his career. Give him 1 for almost submitting. Yeah, we'll give him a 1 for almost submitting. All right. Now he's grappling. Alex Pereira is cage grappling, up against the cage. He doesn't pressure grappling, but his counter grappling is quite good. Like, his grappling overall is not horrible, is Alex Pereira's. People will push him up against the cage and he'll survive. And he'll be able to throw the elbow over the top and spin out. So his grappling is, although it's not offensive, his on-cage grappling is not horrible. I give him a 5.5. It's not horrible, his cage grappling. His ground control is quite literally 0. His get-ups. Ah, shit. DDP would beat Alex Pereira. Yes. Alex Pereira's best shot against DDP is when DDP rushes in with that big old meaty hook to steal a line from Lucas Tracy. Alex Pereira, like, DDP rushes in with that big old meaty hook, and Alex Pereira catches him on the counter. I want to watch some Alex Pereira get-up game here. He has gotten... No, that's true. Like, I feel bad for shitting on his grappling, because his counter-grappling is good. It is good. That's what I mean. Like, that's his strong point, his counter-grappling. But once people get him down onto the ground, how is he? How is he? How did that 4th round go? That's round 5. So round 4 was smushing against the cage. So Magomed didn't actually get him down. Round 4 is a lot of smushing against the cage. So really, the only get-up moment... These are the smushes against the cage. It's all smushing against it. So really, the only get-up moment we've seen from Alex Pereira would be the Jan Blachowicz fight, right? Khalil Rountree didn't keep him down. Yuri didn't keep him down. Jamal didn't keep him down. It'd be the Jan Blachowicz fight. Would be round 1. And I think, from memory, all Alex Pereira did in the first round was stare up at the ceiling, wondering how to get back up. Here we go. Yuri's on him. Sorry, Jan's on him. Jan takes him down. Jan gets the back. And then for the rest of this round in round 1, Alex is not trying to get back up. He's trying to survive for the rest of the round. And then the clock goes. The bell goes. That's not quite right, but I think you know what I'm saying. I think it's the case of prioritizing what he should train. I think he trains defense not to go to the ground, but not much to get back up. That's not quite right, but I think you know what I'm saying. No, I get you. Like, he has obviously mastered people not being able to take him down. I think people not being... His takedown defense is very fucking good. In fact, I'm going to raise the takedown defense because I just watched back that 4th round a little bit. His takedown defense is really fucking good. Really fucking good. And he has obviously prioritized that in his training, obviously. However, once he is down, unless someone else can point out a different moment, and I am open to hearing an argument, because obviously I'm on Fight Pass right now, looking for anything that would show Alex Pereira having good get-ups. And I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Where are these good get-ups from Alex Pereira? I don't see them. So I'm not going to be able to give him a very high get-up score, am I? And also the same with his grappling. Like, his ground control and his get-ups are 0. Alex's only moment that saved him from getting 10-8'd was the guillotine attempt. Yes. Yeah, in the Jan fight. Yeah. Good on ya. I was going to say it was a little low, but still about right. Yeah. No, it is good. Like, his grappling is good. His takedown defense is good. But once he's on the ground, from what I can see, and what I can remember, and the arguments I'm getting back, I can't give him any scores here. Poor old Alex Pereira. I can't give him any scores here. His cardio is great. His cardio is fucking great. He showed a little bit of cardio issues in the Khalil Rountree fight, but he did have a very bad weight cut. But apart from that, like, deep into round 5 against Magomed Ankalaev, Alex Pereira is still pushing a pace or trying to. So his cardio is good. He's got 5-round cardio. You give him that. And his chin, he's got he's got a great chin. Izzy slept him. So it's not a 10 out of 10 chin, is it? Low get-up score, low grappling on the ground. Tashiki defense should be a little bit... takedown defense should be a little bit higher. Takedown defense should be higher. Yeah, true. I mean, there's so little footage of him on the ground. That does raise his takedown defense. Yeah, takedown. His chin is legit a 6. Almost getting finished at the end of second by pillow hands. That is true. So he's wobbled by Magomed in the end of the second. Volk earned an immediate rematch, to be honest. Against Islam Makhachev, Volk earned a rematch. Against Ilia Topuria, against 2. I don't think he earned an immediate rematch against Islam Makhachev. Islam did him a favor, and it was Prime Volk. It was Prime Volk in Perth. Islam Makhachev had a bad weight cut. Islam beat Volk 4 rounds to 5. It was a great fight, but yeah. I think Izzy slept him. 185 is crazy on weight. Plus, he didn't see it coming. That is true. I don't know how bad the weight cut is. If Izzy lands the same punch on me, I'm not going out like that. If Izzy lands it on me, yeah, true. Angst got popped. There's a reason everyone is too scared. Because not Herb Age. Daniel. Izzy slept him. Didn't see it coming. Oh, I think Izzy slept him because 185 for him is crazy on the weight cut. Yeah, I agree. Ang's got popped. There's a reason everyone's too scared to engage with him. Shavkat deserves a 70. Shavkat deserves a 70. What did we end up giving Shavkat? Shavkat got a 63.5, and I think we went over it pretty conclusively. Coach Nate. Like, if you can see something where I'm lacking here and give me a reason on one of these to raise Shavkat's numbers, I'm with you. Alex Pereira. Chin. What are we giving him for a chin? He's been cracked, but apart from the weight cut against Israel Adesanya, he's not been slept. And he's been fucking cracked. So you've got to give him a decent number for his chin. I think that logic makes sense, right? Like, yes, he was slept at 185, but it was a horrible fucking weight cut. At 205, Khalil's cracked you and Magomed's cracked you. None of them have done anything more than give you a little bit of a wobbling. I think he deserves to have a higher chin than a 6. I think he deserves to have like another 7 for his chin. Striking attack? I don't know, dude. Khalil Roundtree was putting hands on him. Izzy was able to put hands on him. Jan Blachowicz was able to put hands on him. Chin 7 is fair. Defense is 8. I don't think so. You also forgot Yuri almost finished him too in the first fight. Yuri almost finished? I don't think Yuri almost finished him in the first Yuri fight. I don't think he did. Takedowns is there. No, his takedown defense is good. That's the thing. That's why there's so little footage of him on the ground. His takedown defense is very good. Very good. Yuri almost cracked him, did he? Where's Yuri? Yuri first fight. Yuri Prohaska 303. Yuri hurt him. Where was it? It must have been in round 1 because they only fought for 2 or 3 rounds. Round 1, huh? Yuri walls everyone, so there's no shade being cracked by Yuri. He's so unorthodox. That is true. That's true. Alright, let's have a look at round 1. Let me watch round 1 and see where this cracking is. I'm going to speed it up. Settings. Speed it up. Touching hands. Low kick from Alex Pereira. Touching hands. Body kick from Alex Pereira. A lot of bouncing around. Yeah, his legs. I see you, Toad. Presses him there, but doesn't really hurt him. Low kick from Alex Pereira. Low kick from Yuri. Low kick from Alex Pereira. They were in the clinch range when Alex got hurt. Okay, well, we're as you can see, we're a minute into the first round. Yuri cracked him. Yeah, Yuri did crack him there. 3 minutes, 39 seconds on the clock. Yuri cracked him. But Alex cracked him right back. Oh, Yuri cracks him again. Dude. Yuri does fucking put some hands on him. 445. 444. Yuri puts some fucking hands on him. He does, man. This video is for Yog right now. I know, dude, you guys are just watching the... I'm sorry, guys. It's the UFC, man. What can I say? Fucking Yuri does put some hands on Alex. He does put some hands on Alex there in the first round. 6.5 chin. But that just shows that Alex has got a chin. If people are putting hands on him... But Alex isn't wobbled here, dude. Alex isn't wobbled. Alex takes it clean. Like your mum. Kidding. Good body shot from Alex. And Alex cracks him right back. Yeah, Alex isn't wobbled here, dude. Low kick from Alex. And that pushes Yuri back. If anything, that wobbles Yuri a little bit. Does that punch. Alex cracks him again. Alex cracks him again in the first. We'll see you later on. All right, mate, I'm here. I'm watching. Alex is hittable, but I think his ability to attack is based on that he can roll with a lot of the shots and it keeps his range from count. Yeah, so I agree, Daniel. Like, what I've seen so far is that Yuri hits him, but Alex fucking cracks him right back. Now, Woeful says watch on. As you guys can see, or maybe you're just listening, there's still 2 minutes 38 left on the clock in round 1. I've got it speed up at twice the speed, so there's about a minute and 15 seconds left of me just watching this fight. 1 second. Yuri's bouncing in. Yuri's bouncing in. Yuri's bouncing in. Hand fighting together are they now? Teep from Yuri. Alex cracks him again, and Yuri cracks him over the top. That's a tasty little exchange right there. We'll watch this together. We can watch this together without getting banned. We can show a couple of seconds. They step in, dancing around the outside. Bang goes Alex on the outside, and Yuri comes on the inside with the short right. But that wobbles Yuri more, and then Yuri goes again for the attack over the top. Oh, it doesn't wobble Alex at all. If anything, Yuri felt it more than anyone else did. That doesn't wobble Alex at all, but we press on. That's what makes him more entertaining than someone like Izzy. Izzy is more technical, but way less risk taken, so less attacking and less entertaining. Alex Pereira over Israel Adesanya. Yeah, Alex is there, because Alex has got a system that we've talked about quite a bit, which is he gets you thinking low and then he goes high. Sorry. Alex's system that we've talked about quite a bit is the low kick, the low kick, the low kick, the jab, and then the body jab, the body jab, the body jab. And each time he's just inching closer and closer, closer and closer. And the whole time he's mentally getting you thinking about the low kick again, the low kick again, the low kick again, jab to the body, jab to the body. Plays with the hands up top, gets you to drop your hands. And the second he's in range and see that your hands have dropped a little bit, it's fucking crack right over the side. And that's Alex Pereira. That's his recipe for chasing down knockouts. Does it the same way every time. Nice body shot there from Alex. All right, now they're in the clinch. Here we go, Woeful. They're in the clinch. Yuri has got him. Yuri's pushed him back up against the cage. Alex Pereira's back is against the fence. Body shot from Alex. Hammering the upper thigh from Alex. Body shot from Alex. Knees the body of Yuri, does Alex. Little pitter-patter shots from Alex. Pitter-patter shots from Alex. Pitter-patter shots from Alex. Yuri's got Alex pressed up against the cage. Alex's back is against the cage. Alex is defending. His takedown defense and his fucking grappling is amazing as always. Yuri isn't really trying to take him down. Yuri's just sort of holding him here. Now Yuri's got him worked right up into the corner. His left shoulder is up against the mat. Knee from Yuri, knee from Yuri, knee from Alex. Pitter-patter shots. Woeful, this rocking did not come. They have now worked their way off the cage. There was no rocking, Woeful. There was no rocking. Let us continue to watch. 20 seconds left. I'd sped up ×2. Alex cracks Yuri. Alex cracks Yuri again. Alex drops Yuri on his fucking ass at the end of the first, dude. Yeah. Yeah. No, Alex was fine. Alex was absolutely fine. He also gets his opponents more comfortable to be in his range. Yeah, he just said it while I was... There you go. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it... Yeah, no, Alex was fine. But Alex has got a chin. Alex has got a chin. I think we can wrap up Alex's 100 score and see how it went. Alex has got a chin, but Yuri really didn't rock him. 8.5, 7, 3, 8. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. 8.5, 7, 3, 8, 1, 5.5, fucking 0, fucking 0, fucking 7, fucking 7, cunt. Alex Pereira is a 73. Alex Pereira comes out and has a 73. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't remember where we started. I don't remember what he was. But Alex Pereira comes in as a 73 out of 100. Not bad at all for Mr. Pereira. For someone who's so bad. This seems very conservative, to be honest. What are my favorite Billy Joel song of all time? I don't have a favorite Billy Joel song of all time. Sorry, Chris. I remember being an elbow or something like that. I don't know what to tell you, Woeful. It wasn't there, dude. You saw my... I showed you my maths. Daniel saying that this is conservative. You guys have been here. I've shown you my maths. I've shown you my thinking. I'm open to feedback. Damn, unsubscribed and unliked. Let's do a Bilalish Bilal. Oh, no. Shall we do Bilal? What have I got? Let me take a piss and we'll do Bilal. I'll take a piss. I got another... I can do another... I gotta get out of here. What's the time? I got a little bit. Alright, we'll smash through Bilal. Not very, maybe, but I'm being a little bit picky. I get it, dude. We're like nitpicking it. Let me take a piss and then we'll do Bilal. Reported also. How deep? Sorry, dude. Let's do Bilal. Alright, let me take a piss and we'll do Bilal. I'll be right back. I'll take a piss and we'll do Bilal. 1 second. And then we'll do Bilal. Get your thoughts together. We'll make it quick. What's up, Naru? How are you, dude? I'm going to take a piss and then we're going to do Bilal out of 100. I'll be right back. Alright, Bilal, Ishmilal, Khamdalacha, Bilal. Where are we at? Ludwig Klein. Drickus is a 76. What is Drickus? A 76? And what did Pereira come in at? 73. Fucking get mogged, Pereira. Fucking get mogged by BTP. Ilya Tapuria is at a 72. Oh! Shavkat's at a 63. Alright, we'll do Bilal. We'll do Bilal. Let me get some fucking Bilal action going for a second, boys. 1 second. Let me do what I need to do. Bilal Mohammed. UFC stats. Bilal Mohammed. Bilal, remember the name. Go over here. There's the copy of Shavkat. That's the copy of Shavkat. Let me get a photo of Bilal. Should I be nice or mean to Bilal? Should I be nice or mean to him? I'll be nice to Bilal. I'll be nice to Bilal. This is his moment. It's his weekend. I'll be nice to Bilal. I won't be mean. There you go, Bilal. You got a good photo. Alright, last time you were literally just a kebab. But I'll be nice to Bilal. Okay. Canelo hands. Okay, now that I've seen the other scores, I think Alex is fair. They're all conservative, so I'm at peace now. Yeah, I mean, again, like, when I brought up top pressure, right? Ground control. To me, a 10 out of 10 ground control is Khabib ground control. You know what I mean? So yeah, it comes down to that. It comes down to that. Hang on a second. My screen's all fucked up. Sorry, boys. I didn't realize it was so ugly. Let me fix this. There you go. There's Bilal. Okay. Cool. Cool. Bilal's takedowns and takedown defense are maxed up and everything else is pretty mid. Bilal Ishmael. Alright, Canelo hands. What do you got for us, Canelo hands? Striking. He's fucking striking attack. His striking, 8.5. Amir's striking is overrated. Leon made shit striking, made him look better than he is. Jeff Neal almost knocked his head off. His striking, I mean, he able to outstrike Sean Brady. The Jeff Neal fight wasn't great for him. He did look good against Leon Edwards, and people were saying Leon Edwards is one of the best strikers in the UFC. The problem is, MMA strike. This is the thing, right? We have to keep in mind. MMA striking is not boxing striking or kickboxing striking. MMA striking changes because you fear being taken down by these men. That's what opens up the striking. The worry of the takedown. And Belal's striking is very effective MMA striking. He's busy. It is. That's a great one. Busy striking. Busy striking. But there's no pop. There's no damage. You know, Toad likes to say that it's pillow hands JDM. If JDM has pillow hands, then Belal has got clouds in his fucking fingers. Leon was overrated by the fans because of the head kick. Fair enough. I'm going to give him a 6 for striking. I like the busyness of his striking. I think a 6 is fair. I think a 6 is fair. Now, for his defense... For his defense. Belal, Sean Brady, Belal Thompson, Belal Means, Belal Randy Brown, Belal Leon, Jeff Neal Belal. I think his chin is part of his defense. He does get hit. Yeah, I think that's because he rushes in. Like, he's very over-enthusiastic. His roid chin saves him. Yeah, I think he got cooked by Vicente Luque on the face. Yeah, I think he's very over-enthusiastic with his striking. Low defense, but high chin score. Okay, so let's give him a 4 for defense. A 4 for defense. We'll do that then. His takedowns. What have they got his takedown accuracy on UFC stats? What have they got his takedown accuracy on UFC stats, I wonder? Leon was asleep for 4 rounds and 4 minutes, decided to try and fight in the last 40 seconds left, and then smashed Belal face to bits with a couple of elbows. Very true. I was just sleepy, bruh. I was just sleepy, bruh. UFC.com, Belal Muhammad. Where have we got his takedowns? Striking accuracy is at 44%. Takedown accuracy is 33%. 39% takedowns landed. He's landed a fucking 100. This cannot be true. This stat cannot be true. He got cooked by Vicente Luque on the feet. True. Lower defense, but higher chin score. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll lower the defense to 3. Leon was asleep for 4 rounds. Give him a 3 for deep. We'll do that. Yep. Maybe a 5 for defense. 4 sounds low for someone's that not being hit that hard. Look at the takedowns. I don't believe this. 110 takedowns attempted. 15 landed. Holy shit. That's horrible. Okay. Striking defense. We'll give him a 4. We'll give him a 3.5, since we all seem to be saying it's around a 4 or a 3. His takedowns are shit. They're shit. They're statistically shit. Takedown defense. Who's taken Belal down? Who's taken Belal down? Does the takedown count if you don't land the strike after it? No, the takedown counts if the ass hits the grass. Takedown defense is 90% good enough. 89% for Belal Muhammad. Very high takedown defense as Belal Muhammad. Who's tried to take him down? Like, I'm wondering who's that against. I'm wondering who that's against. Who's tried to take him down? I'm telling you, this notion that Belal is Bo Nickel at the Olympics is a myth. Oh, yeah, again, because it's different. Again, it's like striking, grappling in MMA. It completely changes all of them, dude. Like Henry Cejudo is a wrestler at the Olympics. You put him in the fucking cage against MMA grapplers, Henry Cejudo is getting picked up and held like a fucking baby. Didn't Leon take him down? I'm pretty sure Leon... Or did Leon just successfully reverse him? Did Leon take him down, or was it a successful reversal from Leon? Let's have a look. Belal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards. Where are we at? Leon. The first round where Leon got him down, it was just a reversal, I believe. It was the fourth round that Leon got the body triangle in. Here we go. Leon's on top here. No, Belal's on top. Leon gets up. Leon gets him in the clinch. And they separate. They go back to space. Now they're back in space. Knee up the center. Punch. Belal takes Leon down. Belal takes Leon down. Leon ends the round on his back. Round 2 starts. Leon's got him in the clinch. How'd they break out of that clinch? Did they just let go of each other? Oh, no, that's round. Okay, so they start on the clinch. Leon's on the back. Belal's on the back. Leon just hangs out on bottom for most of the round. And then, okay, so here's the reversal. Leon throws him down and takes his back. So Leon throws him down and takes his back. Not really like a fucking massive negativity on your takedown defense, that is. That's not really like the worst look ever on your takedown defense. Leon needs to use offensive grappling. He's actually good on the ground. He is. He's not bad at all, man. Imagine the timeline if Leon didn't eye poke Belal in the first fight, just watched it back, and Belal was getting fucking cool. That's why so many people picked Leon Edwards to win the first fight, dude. I'm going to say his takedown defense is very good. It's very good. I'm going to give him a very... The UFC has got his takedown defense at a 9 out of 10. If this little reversal here is the biggest moment that any of us can think of to try and give him anything lower than an 8, I'm not fucking buying it. Like, I don't like Belal. But I'm not fucking putting disrespect on him for this little reversal here. That's like a little hip toss. Leon shouldn't fight a grappler next. No, he shouldn't, dude. Leon also smashed him with a 12-6 elbow and top control. That's true, Ben, but right now we're just judging his takedown defense out of 10. And the UFC stats have it out of 9 out of 10. And I can't think of any big moment where he's been dropped on his eye. We're going to give him a solid 9. We're going to roll with the UFC on this one and give him a 9 out of 10. We're going to give him a 9 out of 10. We're moving on to submissions. Submission average is 1.6. I don't think he has any submissions on his fucking... What the hell did I just do? Control Z. What did I just do? Oh, I just zoned out for some reason. Okay. Fair enough. I don't think he's got a single submission on his record. No, he does. He's got one rear naked choke. He's got one rear naked choke on his record, so you can't give him a 0. He has a submission. He's got one rear naked choke on his record, so you could give him at least a 1 for submissions. Like, Alex Pereira has got 0 for submissions because he's literally never done one. Yeah, he's grabbing a bit, but it's a 1, because at least he's got 1. So he can do at least 1. Chris, what's up, dude? Yes! Leon also smashed him. Leon shouldn't fight a grappler next. True, Johnny. True, Johnny. True. Grappling. Yeah, dude, I got the whole box of Golden Gate times. 2 out of 10 for takedowns is fucking crazy. So, Tracy, we're using a mix of... Check this out. Like, just moments in fights that you guys can point to, because I'm bringing up moments in fights. But also using points of the UFC website. Check this out, Tracy. He has attempted 110 takedowns and landed 15 of them. Now, Tracy, I'm here to listen to your criticisms. But someone who's thrown 110 takedowns in the UFC and landed 15 of them, what should I rank him out of 10 for takedowns? I ask you, sir. Or with a name like Tracy, miss. I stand correct. Exactly. Exactly. Fucking exactly. But that is why we're giving him such a massive grappling score. Because he is essentially all fucking grappling. He is all fucking grappling. Bro, Izzy has more subs than him. It should be 0 because he's known as a grappler. You can't give someone who has got a submission in the UFC a 0 for submissions. You can't do that, Woeful. You can't successfully land a submission in the UFC and get the tap out and then be given a 0 out of 10. Again, Khabib for top pressure is a 10 out of 10. Fucking Gaethje is a 0 for submission. I don't think Gaethje has any submissions, and nor does he even bother trying submissions. You know what I mean? Who's a 0 out of 10 for submissions? CM Punk. What's up, Brady B? How are you, man? Hell yeah, you should have one for every fight. It feels way better for late birthday present because I'm in Canada. No, I'm not eating a Golden Gate Tom in every single fight. People hate it when I eat on the stream, dude. If anything, I've got to get meal replacement shakes for the streams because I get so fucking hungry during them. When our GOAT used to beat everyone and became number one brother. Just have one for the main event. I'm not going to have one for the main event. No. I will. When there's a gay champion again, I'll have a Golden Gay Time. What's up, Brady B? What's wrong, dude? Only thing I can think is he shoots a lot to limit his opposition grappling. I bet half of them are dog shit attempts. Craig Jones said his shot taking is elite. Yeah, no, I know he's just throwing them, but still, you've landed 15 serious attempts. I think he's had more than 15 fights in the UFC. Like, it's a negative. It's not. His takedowns are shit. Now, his ground control. The Brady fight was a good fight. Was a good fight. His ground control. His ground control out of 10. Ground control out of 10. Ground control. How long has he spent on the ground? I think Brady can beat Bilal. Yeah, I think he has a chance. 8. But is Bilal's fights up against the ground? Or is it... Yeah, I mean, in Leon it was up against the ground. Ground. That's true. Leon, it's up against the ground. 88. 15 landed. He's been in the UFC for as long as I know. It's fucking insane, right? It's fucking insane how bad Bilal is at takedowns. I meant limit opposition striking, by the way. 15 takedowns still doesn't sound right, though. Would you agree? I know it doesn't sound right. That's why I don't believe it. But here we stand, Daniel. The stats are the stats. Leon reversed him in every round. He did. Yes, Les, Chris, we see you. Bilal versus Tim Means. Ground control. I'm just clicking around on random fights here. Ground control. Bilal Muhammad versus Tim Means. Ground control. They're striking. Bilal versus Tim Means. There's not a lot of... Why do you go back to Shavkat when I clearly select Bilal Muhammad? Bilal Muhammad versus Curtis Miller. Melender. They're striking. Grappling against it. See, this is Bilal to me. To me, when I picture a Bilal fight, this is Bilal. Up against the cage, but not a lot of ground control. What's up, Nacho? How are you, brother? Said hi. Here we go. Ground control. They go back to Shavkat because it's in the algorithm that if you clicked on Bilal, you probably meant someone else. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, no, surely you don't want to watch Bilal's career. What's up, Blanca? How are you, brother? So Bilal's moving to Palestine. No, you know what? I don't think he is going to move to Palestine. No, yeah, he does have decent ground control. He did that to Leon Edwards the entire fight as well. Top position. Top position again from Bilal. Okay. Yeah, that is Bilal-esque, isn't it? If you go back to fucking Leon Edwards again, I'm going to snap. Bilal Muhammad versus Diego Lima. Fuck, after breaking down Bilal, I'm actually getting close to picking JDM by decision. I need to rewatch the Hafez fight. But do not take one Hafez fight into account, Toad. Like, JDM learnt from the Hafez fight. He's not going to make the same mistake again. Bilal is from Chicago? He is. Okay, they're standing striking, they're standing striking, they're standing striking, they're standing striking. Whole first round, they're standing striking. Second round starts. Would you rather move to Chicago or Palestine? Palestine. They're standing striking, they're standing striking, they're standing striking, they're standing striking. Then towards the end of the second round, in the last 40 seconds of the second round, then they start clinching against the cage. And they break back into space. Then the round ends. Shout out to Chile Blanca. And then they're standing striking. They're standing striking. They're standing striking. They're standing striking. Then Bilal gets top pressure towards the end of the third round. He's on the back, but he's not on the ground. He's clinching up against the cage and backfighting and hand fighting, but it's not on the ground. There's a lot of pressure striking. Bilal on the ground isn't a massive threat. He's definitely over a 5. But he's not do or die on the ground. Bilal Muhammad versus Tokyo Santo. This is a lot of clinching as well. I just watched this fight to do my list. They always give a decision to the champ. They do. Bilal is a serial clincher, not a serial takedown guy. The guy's fucking Mario Batista. He is, dude. Very low energy, Doug. How many Bilal fights have you watched to change you into this man? I know, dude. It's killing me, right? It's killing me. Bilal poses no threat anywhere. He doesn't, dude. He's just pitter-patter. Now, they're clinched. They're standing. This is against the cage. This is this entire fight, because I've recently just watched this fucking fight. This is it against the cage. Against the cage, the entire fight. Then back to striking. Now Bilal's got him, but Bilal's got him in this rear naked for the rest of the round. Then they start round 2. And it's all striking, 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 striking. Bit of clinching against the cage. Striking, striking. Bit of clinching against the cage. Breaking down fights is for casuals. Yeah, thinking about the way the fight goes is for casuals. We just vibe it. We vibe it. I'm remembering why I confidently picked Leon to 49-46 Bilal. I might actually be the most overrated welterweight right now. No one is considering his age. True. That's a tight body triangle. True, dude. Like, Bilal's fights are shit. All right, finally, it goes to the ground, but Saito ends up on top. And Saito remains on top until the round is over. Then they go into the third round. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Clinching against the cage. This is very Bilal Muhammad. Clinching against the cage. Gets the back and then gets the chop out. I've decided. When Bilal does get ground control, he is half decent. But he spends most of his time grappling against the cage. I have decided. Bilal is a 5 out of 10 for ground control. His get-ups aren't great. Saito, just then, Saito had him in that body triangle at the end of the second. And Saito was able to hold him there until the bell went off. Leon was able to body triangle him as well. If Bilal's not the one doing the pressuring, he doesn't love the grappling transitions. Dougie, do you know who Dan Severin is? Yes, we know who Dan Severin is. Bilal isn't good. Bilal is not that good. Stand your base. Leon is just mentally weak. True. True. Get-ups. 4. Cardio. Fucking 9. Almost to 10. 10, to be honest. To fight that hard up until 4 in the morning, Bilal's cardio is insane. Chin, he's got a very high chin score. Because he gets cracked constantly when he's running into range. Bilal Muhammad is done. We have done our fighter matrix for Bilal Muhammad. His cardio is fucking insane. His cardio is fucking insane. Bring up the calculator, boys. Rack it up. We're done. How many John Jones does it take to beat one Ben Rothwell? 100 John Joneses. John Jones might be the least damaging person in the UFC. 6 plus 3.5. Where am I? Look at that screen, Doug. Plus 2, plus 9, plus 1, plus 10, plus 5, plus 4, Plus 10, plus 8. Belal Muhammad comes in at a 58.5. Belal Muhammad is shit. Belal Muhammad is shit. JDM is going to fucking sleep Belal Muhammad. Sleep him, sleep him, sleep him. Sleep him. Done, boys. That's it. It's done. How many? Belal is the same age as Woodley when he lost to Usman and started the massive fall off. He's older than Colby was against Buckley. Yeah, this is what the UFC have done. They've aged out Belal. The UFC did this on purpose. Chin is a 7. He lost by TKO to the only guys known to have power. Chin is a 7. We'll give him an 8. I don't rewatch any Belal tape because I'm too boring, but after remembering what I saw in the lead up to the Leon fight, I might actually pick flip. Do it, Toad! Toad, this is it. It's the end of the stream. It's the end of the stream. Admit that it's not crazy to pick JDM. Toad, come on. We're at the end of the stream, dude. Do it, Toad. Toxic Masculinity is the name of the podcast. I like that. Come on, Toad. Do it. Dude, his political incorrectness is all great. What's up, Larry? You're here right at the end of the stream. Sorry, brother. It's been a good stream, man. I'll leave this one up for you to go back and listen to and enjoy. But we have convinced. Toad, come on, man. This is it. The end of the stream. JDM 48-47 on deck. We've done it, boys. All for 2 weeks. I have been screaming JDM propaganda. And we have done it right in the last moment. Clutch. The final seconds on the siren, and we have got Toad to switch picks in the last seconds of the stream of the 2-week build-up. Boys, what an epic, epic way to end the build-up to JDM versus Belal UFC 315. Oh, my heart is full of pride. I'm so happy. Bro, Belal got it. I want JDM to get it. RIP the belt from Paris. Rip the belt away from Palestine. Alright, no need to make it fucking racial, mate. Oh, tomorrow's got something writing on it now. I'm so happy. Toad, I'm so happy, mate. You've made my fucking day. Boys, I'm out of here. I will see you at 8 a.m. in the fucking morning for a UFC 315 BKFC simulcast. Thank you so much for joining me on this stream. It was a good one. I like how JDM, of course, learns from his mistakes and won't make them again. But anyone that you don't want to glaze, you'll hold past bad performances against them to favor them. Of course, Larry. Welcome to sport. Belal will still win. Shut up, Woeful. Let's go for that. Preach it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on the stream. If you're in Australia, have a great fucking arvo. If you're in America, have a great night. Enjoy your Friday nights. If you're in England, have a good day. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Preach it. Rock and roll. Have a good one, boys. Thank you so much for joining me on the stream. It was a good one. I'll see you all tomorrow. Belal, round 4 TKO. Fuck you, Larry. See you, dude. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Have a good one, boys. See you later. Goodbye.